Creatures of the night, it's your girl Tati. Let's talk about New Japan Climax 35 Night 10. I was hoping for a really great show because Night 9 was just okay to me, and I wasn't sure like what kind of energy we was going to get with the block matches because it just didn't hit the way I wanted it to yesterday. After being so excited that our scumbag MJF is now the new CMLL lightweight champion, I was just like, New Japan, you're going to have to come through. You're going to have to come through to really make me go to bed happy tonight. And they did. We started off with the tag team action as usual. We had Oleg Boltin teaming up with Toriano to go against Cullen Newman and Jacob Austin Young, our United Empire. Very short. The shortest match of the night. It wasn't even 5 minutes. Maybe, I don't want to say half that time, but it was super quick, and it was just Toriano just fucking around with Jacob and just pretty much getting the best out of him for him to take the win for his team along with Oleg Boltin. Cullen and Oleg are like, after the match, they're like oiling each other's faces and everything. I was like, well, if you want to start fighting for Block A now, you might as well, since y'all did nothing in this match. So we're going to get these two guys going at it on our August 3rd show, which is like tomorrow, but kind of like today in Japan. Like, I don't know anything about time zones, whatever. After this, we have Taichi teaming up with Masatora Yoshida to go against Ryohei Owa and Hartley Jackson. Taichi ready to get his hand on Ryohei, and I know I don't want to say he's feeling some type of way, but after seeing what Ryohei did with President Tanahashi last night, I know he's definitely feeling like, oh, okay, I need to really step up my game because this young lion here ain't playing around. So I know he got probably a little strategy for Ryohei. So we got a chance to see some good stuff from Taichi here. But our boy Hartley Jackson always come through and get our boys to win. And TMDK takes the win in this match. I'm really excited to see what Taichi and Ryohei gonna give us in night 11. Now after this, we have Yuya Uemura teaming up with Sho Mikado to go against Sanada and Yoshinobu Kanemaru. I'm kind of sick of seeing House of Torture, to be honest with you, but they're in the competition, so what the hell can we do at this point? Sanada and Kanemaru ends up taking the win. This competition has tested my love for heels, absolutely, or maybe just them in particular. I just don't like necessarily how things have been booked with them, but I'm kind of hoping that with this next half of the tournament that things are changing in terms of how the other competitors within the tournament see House of Torture, because we are racking up points, and if the other competitors are just going to keep ignoring the fact that House of Torture keep banding together to help each other cheat, that's going to keep other people from moving up in the tournament. So I think, or just hoping, that people are waking the fuck up in this tournament and just be like, no, we're not doing that shit. Like, we racking up points and you're not going to get in the way of me winning. Now after this, we have our next tag team match. We have President Tanahashi teaming up with Kazuya Morishima to go against Yota Tsuji and Daiki Nagai. And our president ends up taking the win with Kazuya. And I just want to say, I was a little distracted. Why was Yota Tsuji looking extra yummy? I don't know what that is. I was just like, oh, like you're distracting me in a good way. I had to watch the match twice because I felt like I just wasn't really paying attention. I don't know, whatever. That's just how I feel watching wrestling sometimes. Yota Tsuji to go against President Tanahashi for night 11. And President Tanahashi, like I said, he needs one more win to have 100 G1 wins. And I'm thinking he's going to take the win over Yota Tsuji. I don't see why not, to be honest with you. I mean, I like both of these guys, but President Tanahashi has to beat someone in order to get this. And this is one of those situations where I will have to do the research to see if anyone is even anywhere close to this type of record that President Tanahashi has, because he still has 99 wins, but that 100, that number 100 would be extra special for him. So Yota Tsuji is going to have to put in the work if he doesn't want to be that 100th victory. And for our last tag team match, we have Evil teaming up with Dick Togo to go against David Finlay and Gato. Do I have to say anything about this that I haven't said about them the entire competition? the interference and cheating and everything, and then pretty much committing elderly abuse on Gato to take the win is just absolutely insane. Kind of over it, but whatever. The Block B matches, though, Lord have mercy, it's going to give you everything you need in professional wrestling this week. Absolutely amazing matches. So now that we have a lot of people within the top competition with like 8 points, 6 points, and it's really neck and neck still at this point, people are just like, hey, I'm not fucking around and I'm going to put in the work. We start off with our first Block B match, which is Yoshihashi going against Shota Umino. Shota Umino was a damn new dog tonight, putting in work to really take the win, because Yoshihashi, I believe, was the first person, it was the first person in the whole competition to get 8 points. So he was in the lead before anyone else, before other people started getting their little 8 points on the board as well. And Shota's just like, you're not about to get that little 10 point, that 10 points, not against me. And he puts in a lot of work. And I like that I'm seeing so much more aggressiveness, so much more hunger from our boy Shota, who ends up taking the win to get his little points. For our next match, we have El Phantasmo going against Shingo Takagi. Shingo Takagi is another one too. He's very, very easy on the eyes. El Phantasmo coming in here with 4 points. And you know, some people, like, if you are at that point where you have like 4 points or you didn't make it past 4 points, it's definitely not looking good. And probably, I don't want to say don't matter if you can continue to compete, but at this point, like, if you're not able to get to that 6 points at least, and you're under that, then what's the point at this point? Shingo Takagi really put in the work because he wants to make it. And you see the hunger here, and you see it with El Phantasmo as well. Maybe if he spent less time worried about the kids in the audience and a little bit more time trying to get some points, he'll end up taking the win. Shingo Takagi takes the win with 8 points on the board. Now, debated between this next match or the main event, as in which one was the best match of the night. And to be honest with you, I think both matches stood out for totally different reasons. But if I had to choose which one was match of the night, absolutely will choose this next one. Drilla Maloney going against Konosuke Takeshita. Holy shit. This is definitely one of the best matches in the tournament so far as well. The energy that they gave, oh my gosh, like Takeshita, he came in, I think, with that mindset as in, I took a really devastating loss against Zack Sabre Jr. the other day, and I'm not going to be another man's bitch, not this time. And you really see, I think, the most aggressive that he's been in this entire tournament to go against Drilla. Drilla already came in this match with 8 points, so Takeshita knows that he has to win this because Drilla could make it to that 10 point, on the board. And like I said, it's kind of neck and neck with a lot of people who's already at that 8 point mark. Takeshita, Drilla, Lord have mercy, they tore it up. I want to say close to like 15 minutes, just killing each other in the ring, and Takeshita ends up taking the win. Like, to see Takeshita not only just win, but to just be in a different mindset that in comparison to where he was at the other day with Zach was insane. Absolutely insane. And Drilla put his all into this, but wasn't enough to beat Takeshita. Almost had our boy beat, but like I said, we're praying for Takeshita to win this, and Takeshita ends up getting his 2 extra points for 8 points on the board. This is one of my favorite matches in the entire tournament. And for our main event, 20-minute match with the Great Okan and Zack Sabre Jr. This match was very good too, but more on the technical side, like, it's more on the technical side, which I do prefer, since that's my favorite style of wrestling. But Great Okan, it was really one of those situations where I kind of felt like if Great Okan really wants to beat Zack, that he was going to have to last the fucking 30 minutes for a draw. We haven't had a draw in competition yet. And I thought that this would be it. Like, Zack has that. He just has something where I'm trying not to be biased because he's my favorite. But he has that thing about him where it's just like, I don't know if I can beat you. But I can get at least a point if I can make this whole dance last 30 minutes. And at the 20-minute mark, Zach ends up beating the Great O'Khan. Like, he really did put in the work, but just not enough for the win. Zach ends up taking the win with an armbar, and having our boy Great O'Khan tap. Now, Great O'Khan came in here with 8 points, so that still puts him with like a whole bunch of other people with 8 points, but now Zach has 8 points. Zach gets on the mic after the match, and I don't know what the fuck he was saying, because some of it was in Japanese, some of it was in English. But Great O'Khan was not happy about this at all. But still, he has 8 points. He could still move on up on the board. After the entire show, Zach does his, interviews in the back like they always do. And he is cussing out everybody, even that new guy. Well, I can't remember his name. The guy that they just signed. If y'all remember, somebody put his name in the comments. They just signed him, and he's supposed to make his debut, I believe, at Wrestle Kingdom. What is he, like a boxer or a amateur wrestler or something like that? If it's not wrestling, I don't watch it. So he does something. They just signed him. And Zach is talking shit about him, and Zach is like, you haven't even debuted yet. Why the fuck am I talking about you? And then he starts talking about everyone else on the card. And honestly, he goes and says, like, with his whole chest, that he's winning this competition. And I was like, oh, baby, I kind of believe you. I really do. Like, him getting these 8 points and tying up with a whole bunch of other people with the 8 points as well, you can really see that Zach is feeling very confident for taking the win and for this whole entire tournament. I'm still hoping for Takeshita for the win, but Zach seems very, very sure that things are going to play out his way. And if that's the case, I mean, like, I'll be happy for him, but not necessarily happy that the competition would have went that way. So where are we with the points? Let me tell you. All right, so for Block A with 8 points, we have Evil, Yoda Tsuji, and Yuya Uemura. And for 6 points, we have Oleg Boltin, Cullum Newman, Rohei Owa, and Taichi. 4 points, David Finlay, Tanahashi, and Sanada. Now, for Block B, 8 points, Joe Maloney, Great O'Khan, Yoshihashi, and Ren Narita, and Takeshita, our boy Takeshita, don't forget about him, and Shota Umino, and Zack Sabre Jr. So, I mean, we almost have that entire block with 8 points. And then we have Shingo Takagi with 6, and El Phantasmo with 4. So, it's not looking good for our boy El Phantasmo at this point. Shingo Takagi, if I gotta do the math and see, like, what it's looking like from here, and trust me, the New York public school system has failed me, so I'm probably not going to do well with that. He might still have a little bit of opportunity. We'll see. But a whole bunch of 8s on the board, and I am really excited to see where it's going. Like I said, it's neck and neck at this point, and I am still hoping for Takeshita. The next person that I would not be mad to win would be Taichi, because he's been doing really, really well in terms of the performances from the matches. Other than that, I did say, like, if it were to come down to somebody within House of Torture to win, I wouldn't be mad, for the simple fact that y'all was cheating the whole motherfucking time, and it might as well be worth it by having one of y'all take the win. But I don't know if that's going to be the case. Maybe Evil, maybe, we don't know. We'll see where that go. Overall, this was a really, really great night, especially for the block matches. I would actually recommend all 4 block matches. The tag matches, whatever. If you got time, go ahead and watch it. But they really, really showed up tonight and put a really great show. Night 11 is going to be a really interesting night. Hopefully matching that same energy as night 10. I will be back tomorrow with a review on night 11. I'll see you guys then.